The purpose of this lab is to find out how changing the amount of reactant used changes the amount of product that will be created. In this lab, we used a beaker, a burette, test tubes, a funnel, KOH, CuSO4, and a graduated cylinder. These materials were important because they helped us accurately pour the right amount of KOH or CuSO4 into the test tubes. First, we filled the burettes with KOH and CuSO4. Then we poured the right amount of KOH and CuSO4 into each of the test tubes. Then we filled each of the test tubes with water till the test tube reached 13 milliliters. After, we stirred it and let it sit for 15 minutes.
After letting the test tubes sit, we noticed that the test tubes 1 through 4 had a lightish blue color and that test tubes 5 through 8 had a darkish blue color. We also noticed that test tubes 5 through 8 had the precipitate stop at around the same level. The reason for the height of the precipitate stopping through test tubes 5 through 8 is that the test tubes don't follow the ratio. The ratio for this chemical bond is 2 KOH for every 1 CuSO4. The only test tube that follows that ratio is test tube 5. Once CuSO4 becomes a limiting reactant, the amount of precipitate created stops. We know this because when KOH is a limiting reactant, the water is more clear. But when the limiting reactant is CuSO4, the water becomes really dark. Some errors we had were inaccurate measurements and the liquid getting stuck to the glass beaker. We could only measure to the thousandths, so if it landed in between the two lines, we had to just make an educated guess. The liquid getting stuck could cause us to put the wrong amount of what's needed and get the wrong results.